What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing? Today's video, guys, we gonna be checking out the deadly war in Camden, activegxngvs51st. Now, if you guys don't know, we reacted to a couple of activegxng videos recently, and if you haven't checked them out, make sure you go check them out. Also, just want to let you guys know too that I know a lot of you guys probably gonna be watching this video. It's probably gonna be late, so we taking it a little bit easy. We're doing a double upload, but we're taking it easy. We're not gonna, you know, get hyped or anything, because you guys are probably watching this laying down in your bed or something. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna react and check out their history to like the Ukdrillmusic, because you know a lot of them, it has to do with dissing and their ops and stuff. So we're gonna check out the reason why and what really goes on between like these groups and stuff. So with that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button for me. We on the road to 3K subscribers. I love you guys so much. And with that being said, let's dive right into this.
Two men have been stabbed to death in two separate attacks in Kentish Town in North London last night. The body of the first victim, believed to be in his late teens, was found a couple of hours before police discovered the second victim, who's thought to be in his 20s.
Camden, the heart of fashion and culture in London, with some of the most expensive house prices and biggest tourist attractions in England. And from the outside in, looks like the perfect place to live. But that's what the government want to show you. Once we go deeper into the lower income estates of the borough, we start to see a different story. A story of the country's most deprived estates in London being separated from roads of millionaires literally by one street. And how these estates have created a deadly gang war, which has taken...
Yo, if you guys really think about it, it's like, how can I explain it? It's almost like if it's another version of New York, you know, because it's a very urbanized area. There's lots of buildings, there's lots of people, and it's like it's always packed, you know. That's what I know for sure about UK and London and stuff. But yeah,
taken over the borough in recent years. But before I get into the video, be sure to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Let's get into the video. So Camden is a borough in northwest London and is very, very close to the centre of London. But despite the area being so close to the rich centre of the capital, in the last few years the war in the area has been going brazy. So historically, unlike neighbouring areas like Islington and Brent, Camden's beef situation hasn't been as active as others. But this all changed around 2016 when a man from Camden called Merce had his watch stolen from another man from another area in Camden. After this, there was some back and forth, which resulted in a big rivalry in the borough, literally between groups of kids that grew...
hey guys, this is true. The more we get into like these years, like 2024, 2025, etc., do you guys feel like that it's getting worse for like people in the UK or in London? If you think so, let me know in the comments below why you think of that, because I'm curious on what you guys really think about this. Like, because I don't know if this was always bad or what, but let me know what you guys really think about it. I want to hear you guys' feedback.
Grew up together. One side being gangs built up from a few estates in Camden, which were the Peckwater gang from the Peckwater estate, the QC gang, which were from a road in Camden called Queen's Crescent, and Cumber, which is a gang made up from an estate called Regent's Park in Cumberland Market. They linked up together and called themselves 51st, due to their postcodes being in NW1 and NW5.
Hey, you know, if it was King Fawn, Old Block 63rd,
which is where the 5 and the 1 come from. And from the other side of the feud, we have a gang called Activegxng, where some people may know from their songs, and they're from the Grove estate in Camden. And Activegxng are affiliated with another gang called CT1 and NRB, which they all linked up and called themselves 71st. And just like that, the war was now on between 51st and 71st over this watch being stolen. So Camden is actually home to a big Somalian community, with a big portion of them residing in Grove, which is the territory of the 71st gang. So
you know what's one thing I respect about UK artists is that whenever they're rapping to their music, they're talking about the things that they done or they experienced. Like they keeping it real about what they've been through, and it's not really like that here in America. Like, you know, we got some artists that say they did this and that, but some of it is not even true. But these people, like, they go say, oh, I shot the op in his face, boom. And they even said it in the songs too. And they really done it.
Such a big community that the majority of 71st members are actually Somalian. And if you watch one of my previous videos on Mali Strip, Somalian people are people you don't
I've heard of
wanna
him
mess
before.
with,
I've
which you
heard of
understand
him
more in this
before.
video. And this beef
Mali
was on
Strip?
go from early. In 2017, 2 members of the AG gang, which represents 71st, executed a triple shooting on 3 51st members. 2 of the members ran to a nearby hospital, but while hospital staff was treating the 2 members, they also called police to the hospital to investigate the situation. Once the 2 realized the police was called, they didn't even care about their treatment anymore. And
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, they don't want to get arrested. Of course. If the police is gonna show up, what do you think they're gonna do? You think they're gonna stay there and let themselves get arrested? No. Of course they're gonna run.
to run out of the hospital while still having bullet wounds lodged in them, but the police ended up detaining them and arresting them after a struggle between the both. The reason they wanted to run was because all 3 members are actually wanted for suspicion of grievous bodily harm, which all 3 were eventually arrested for.
Okay.
Now, of course, 51st weren't happy about this triple shooting, and they were trying to get it back in blood, so they went lurking on the Aga Grove estate and shot a rival in the face with a shotgun. The rival actually managed to survive and make his own way back.
Hold on. Do you not see what's on the screen right now, guys? A shotgun. When you shoot a shotgun, the bullet spreads. It shoots out into pieces. It breaks apart. So imagine a shotgun to the head, bro. It's just gonna blow your head away.
To survive and make his
Oh
own way
my.
to the hospital. But this beef really kicked off in a situation
He's
that
not
wasn't
playing,
even linked
imagine.
to both of the gangs. So on February 2017, a 16-year-old girl had an Airbnb party in Kensington, West London. You know those type of parties?
Hey, Kennington, where it started. See, I know a little something. I know a little something. Okay.
Where a girl invites 7 different types of gangs and asks people to leave their beef at home. Yeah, one of those. So at this party, there were people from all over London there, but a few uninvited guests tried to pull up to the party. One of these people being a boy from 51st called Dotty and his friend, who pulled up to the party with a gun and knife looking for trouble. But the night turned left for Dotty and his friend, and ended up with Dotty being chased down by 20 young boys. And when the boys caught up to him, they stabbed him 13 times altogether, which actually resulted in Dotty dying, which forced
You know they're gonna come back for revenge. You know they're coming back for revenge. If one of their members is gonna die like that, or just die, period, you know they coming back for revenge. It's not even a question.
16-year-old boys from Hackney and Tottenham were sentenced and convicted for. So 51st were mad about this situation, obviously, that their member Dotty was just stabbed to death. So they were out trying to get revenge. So they went out for revenge in a stolen BMW.
That's what I told you.
All the way from
That's
Camden
just what
in West
happens.
London to Hackney in East London, and then to Tottenham in North London, because that's where the people who killed Dotty were from. But they ended up finding no one from both areas. But they weren't trying to go home without spilling some blood first. So 51st went all the way back to Camden to look for 71st members, and found an affiliate member of 71st called AK and killed him. But they weren't done there. They were riding for a whole another 2 hours looking for more 71st members, and found the 71st member called Mitch's little brother. Mitch's little brother attempted to run into a cab and begged the driver to drive him to safety, but the driver refused to move, and he was dragged out of the cab and stabbed to death by 51st members. All within 2 hours of their first murder they committed that night. And 6 members were sentenced to life.
Yo, that must be so sad. Like, you know you're gonna die, and there's nothing you could do about it. Man.
And on September 4th, 2017, a member from 51st called Flips and the older brother of the second boy who died that night called Mitch bumped into each other on Hampstead Road in Camden and started getting into a little altercation, which ended with Flips stabbing Mitch in his arm, neck and back, leaving the knife lodged into Mitch's bones. And
dude, I mean, they just killing each other left and right. Like, they falling like flies. Yo, it just, oh my, man. When is it gonna stop, guys? Let's be honest. When is it gonna stop? When everybody's dead? Man.
Murdering him. An undercover policeman just happened to witness this whole situation and ran down Flips and arrested him. And now Flips...
Me personally, I can have beef with somebody, but when it comes to somebody dying, that's a whole different story. That would be nowhere near my mind. Like, man.
Serving 17 years to life for this murder. After this, the beef in Camden went under some serious investigation by police, and members from all sides started to get taken down for conspiracies, firearms and drug charges. And the beef started to die down a bit. But then 2019 hit, and quite a lot of the members that were locked up started to come out. And taking in consideration that 51st members, just before everyone started going to prison, had killed 3 71st members. 71st members started coming out of prison on some demon time, and were most definitely looking for revenge with no warnings. The first signs that 71st was really back was was on a cold Tuesday in February. 1 AM in the morning, a 51st member called Gxng was walking past the Sainsbury's in Camden when a 4x4 crashed into him and several 71st members jumped out on him like a pack of wolves, stabbing him repeatedly in his head and body, leaving him literally paralysed and not being able to walk. But that wasn't enough for 71st members. They wanted someone dead for their friends. So on April 1st, 2019, a suspected member of 51st called C-Miz and his cousin were walking down Grafton Road in Gospel Oak, Camden, when 4 71st members jumped out a stolen black car and started chasing them. C-Miz and his cousin split up, but unfortunately the men who jumped out the car locked onto C-Miz, and C-Miz ended up dropping to the ground when the 71st members started to stab him repeatedly with machetes and then run from the scene. After this murder, 71st members made a song called Congo, and the reason why they called it Congo is because C-Miz was actually a refugee from Congo after him and his family fled the war from over there, and members repeatedly
No, no, that's disrespect. Yo, I need to hear that again. I may have missed what he said. There's no way I heard that he really said that.
From the scene. After this murder, 71st members made a song called Congo, and the reason why they called it Congo is because C-Miz was actually a refugee from Congo after him and his family fled the war from over there, and members repeat.
Bro, nah, that's disrespectful. They made a diss track on somebody bro, that's disrespectful. And on top of that, they talking about his family too and where he came from, and I don't even want to. That's yo. I mean, it's one thing to kill somebody. Okay, you kill somebody, you're gonna own up to your consequences. Just leave it. Leave it. You're gonna kill somebody, run for your life. You're gonna get caught. That's it. You're done, man. But you're gonna keep on going and make a diss track after that, dude. This is.
In their songs say that they get their
wow.
From Cali. Pretty much just trying to say that they're smoking on C-Miz. And as I said before, the majority of these 71st members are Somalians.
That's just
this,
nuts,
news
man.
Going about in Camden,
that's
that
nuts.
51st members are out on the alert, and any Somalian they see, they're killing.
Heard some really strong intelligence that there is going to be revenge for Calvin's killing, and his friends have literally said they are going to go out and kill any Somali in retaliation. So I just want to make that really clear. This is from a young Somali woman in Camden who's 24 years old, and basically we strongly suspect they're going to go out tonight and kill a Somali.
Which is probably a bit of a stretch. But on the other hand, 71st members kept saying that they're warring with Jalirs, which is basically the Somalian word for West African people. Because you have to remember, despite Somalians being dark-skinned and African, a lot of Somalians don't really see themselves the same as other black people. So this was kind of turned into a race war between Somalian and black people in Camden, which is just all wrong for so many reasons. But 71st weren't happy enough with the killing of C-Miz. They wanted to spill more blood. So August 12th...
Bro, how you not have enough? Yo, you already made a diss track. You already killed somebody. Like, it's over. It's over. You going for more? Bro, y'all just...
2019, 6 members started searching the states of 51st members in a stolen Ford Fiesta and a stolen...
They're not even human. They just vampires at this point because they love blood. Like...
When they spotted 16-year-old culprit and other members coming out of a restaurant,
vampires, man.
Culprit and other members ran to a nearby set of blocks near Euston Road, but 71st members found them later on that night, and 3 members jumped out and chased them down, catching up to the 16-year-old 51st member called Culprit. Culprit was running for his life and literally screaming for help, banging on neighbors' doors to let him in, so he could escape his attackers. But when the 71st members caught up to him, 2 71st members held him, while a 3rd member repeatedly pushed a 1-foot-long zombie killing knife through his chest while it was coming out of his back. And when the 71st members were done, the killers were said to be underway after, laughing hysterically, which is what bystanders said. And
I mean, it just keeps getting more disrespectful, the disrespect, this and stuff. You even laughing at killing somebody, that is just...
Culprit, he was just any normal kid from London. He was talented at football and even had trials for Southampton Football Club, but started getting involved in the local gang of brush society football.
See, guys, let this be a lesson learned. Like, for you guys that's watching this video right now, do not get wrapped up with the wrong people. I'm telling you, it's gonna bring you down. Just surround yourself with good people that's gonna help elevate you and the people around you that's gonna help you grow. And just be positive, man. You just enjoy life the way God intended for us to enjoy it as. Like, just don't.
And unfortunately, he became a victim of the streets. Now, as these back and forths normally go, 51st
Like,
were now
man.
looking for revenge on their recent L's. And there were many stabbings across the month. And early on in September, there was a case of 3 killings in 5 days in Camden. One of these being a man from a
3
completely
in
different
5
area
days.
all the way in East London. But unfortunately, he was walking at the wrong place at the wrong time. So he was actually walking on Queen's Crescent Estate, which is a hotspot for 51st members, and was shot and killed in a drive-by, being mistaken for a 51st member. Just an hour before, another woman was stabbed to death just a few hundred yards from the situation, and 4 days later a 71st member called Nuts was stabbed to death by a gang of 51st members with machetes outside one of the busiest areas in London, Camden Tube Station. And for the longest, a lot of people didn't even know all this stuff was going on until a 71st member called Suspect started jumping on the drill scene,
Yo, did he just mention Suspect?
calling himself the Camden Grim Reaper, and releasing some of the most disrespectful tunes towards his ops. So much that police take down pretty much any song that the gang uploads, which really started to bring some attention to what's happening down there, and definitely got the attention of me, especially a song from Suspect called Dugout, which is probably one of the most disrespectful
Dugout. I don't think I checked that one out. We might have to check that out, guys.
songs I've ever heard, and really makes you deep how tapped this whole beef is. In one of his lines, he says,
Same place we used to play runouts, it's the same place his chest got dug out. Same place I was telling you play out, it's the same place I'm telling you come out.
Yo, I think we're gonna have to check this out, guys. I think we're gonna have to check this out.
Damn, these guys were close friends at one time, and now they're trying to kill each other. All stemming from a little small altercation that happened a couple years back. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video.
Nah, I think we gotta check that. I think we gotta check that out. What do you guys think? Woo! And I told you that, like, his rhyming is just impeccable. Like, damn, it's bigger than Black and White. What do you guys think about this whole situation? I want to hear you guys' feedback and what your honest opinion is about this whole situation. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed that late night upload. It's your boy Flame. Tune into the next video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.